All right, let's head out west to the desert. I would like to do that right now. It's 19 degrees here in Connecticut. I would have liked to have done that. Arizona, LA. Shireen, how have you been?
Hey, I'm great. How are you, Mark?
I'm doing just fine. It's been a long, long time.
Yeah, I'm actually sitting in rainy Los Angeles.
Oh, rainy Los Angeles. Well, it's not fluffy and white and coming down like that.
No, but it was in Tucson. A couple weeks ago, there was a full snow that covered the Arizona football field, and the football players were running towards the stadium. They had a big snowball fight. They had a competition to see who could run the fastest in the snow. Of course, J.J. Taylor beat everybody out. There's about 15 players, and he's the star running back. So he did a really good job.
Well, Shireen, when it's a novelty, you love it. When it's not a novelty and you see it every day for like 73 days in a row, then it's
horrific.
You get sick of it.
Yeah.
Horrific. Good word.
These guys were looking at snow on palm trees and saguaro cacti. It was funny to see all their reactions. A lot of them were from LA and had never seen snow in their lives. So that was fun to watch.
So I'd like to remind everyone that you catch the best in discussion, debate, and analysis of college football right here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, each and every day. We've got exclusive content available for you at Patreon. So please join us there. It's Patreon, Patreon. We've launched our live streams there as well, exclusive live streams. So please join us there. Shireen joins us from Zona Zealots on Arizona football. Shireen, Kevin Sumlin, and I know you take the optimistic approach, but were you disappointed at the outcome of last season at 5-7?
I was very disappointed. I'm not a fan. I didn't feel that he had command over his assistant coaches. He didn't seem to embrace the players. Maybe he did off the field, but when you watch, and I hate to say this, it makes me sick to say this, but when you watch Herm Edwards hug his players as they come off the field, you wonder if someone made the effort to really get to know these players. I mean, I think there's about 10 players, 4 or 5 of which I bragged about for years on your program, that have all joined the transfer protocol. We have Nathan Eldridge, who got hurt last season, but he was the seasoned center that Khalil Tate played really well under. He left. I think he went to either Oregon State. Michael Elatisi just left. He's going to play in Hawaii for his home college. He had 3 years at Arizona. Like, the guy played really well a year ago, but someone's staff didn't play him this year. Then one of their quarterbacks, Kahari Lane, is leaving, and Anthony Mariscal barely got any playing time. Sammy Morrison was injured, but then he's also felt like last season they didn't play him, I'm sure. And Antonio Parks, somebody I really wanted to see play. I think maybe he had one pass to him, and that kind of when you have all those seasoned players and you're not playing them, it's almost like you want them to leave. But if you had those seasoned players, we might have had a better season. If especially when Jamie Nunley's leaving too. He's the tight end I kept bragging about. You would think that Tate had all these targets and help on the O-line, but they didn't use it enough. So if that left me just, I think I wrote 3 or 4 articles about, here's some hints, Sumlin and staff, on what you could do to win more games. And I think Khalil Tate unfairly got the brunt of it, and that upset me as well. Usually the head coach goes in first to the press conference and then the players. But in this case, after the ASU lost by 1 point, they threw the players in front of the media right after that loss instead of Sumlin. So, I mean, those are the kind of things I question. I want the players to feel like they're important, and I feel like he needs to get that connection. Maybe he's waiting for his Texas guys to come in. A whole bunch of Texas guys are coming in next year. But Khalil Tate is coming back, and we're excited about that.
Shireen, we can always count on you for reading below the surface and seeing the human connection there and what needs to be done from that standpoint. Because I certainly can't read that looking through the helmets myself, but I appreciate that you can. So, Kevin Sumlin, obviously nothing can be proven until they step on the field for game one next season. But
Right.
are you seeing anything, or what would you like to see and report it out of spring practice that's going to make you feel better about this football team in 2019?
Well, they lost a lot of their O-line, but they hired Kyle Devon as their offensive line coach. He comes from Ball State. And so that will be a change. And they also hired a new running backs coach who was isn't it Devontae Murray, I believe. Let me get that name. Yeah, DeMarco Murray, sorry.
DeMarco Murray.
Big difference. So we're all excited about that as well. And I think if someone has a full year and he and Khalil are gelling and I think he really needs to get to know these players. I think he has this standoff thing where, he lets the OC do what he should do, what he wants to do. But I think the play calling was unimaginative last year. And, I'm usually positive, but I wasn't very happy last year. I felt like they had the talent. They just didn't use it, and they didn't use it in the right way. But I see an Ole Miss guy coming up. He has our former coach, Rich Rod, who I really liked, actually.
You liked Rich. You and Rich got along. Unfortunately, Rich got along with too many people.
Yes.
that was the problem. That was the problem. You gotta be careful of who you get along with and how much you get along with them. All right, we'll keep it right there.
That problem, but as a football mind, that man loved the game of football, and a lot of these players that went to the transfer protocol are his guys, and no matter what he's done, he still has these players. They still have this connection with him. So.
Shireen Ryan from Zona Zealots, join her there and the rest of the staff. I know that the basketball season isn't going up to typical Arizona standards, but they'll cover spring practice as well, get you set for 2019. Shireen, thanks so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. We know it was late notice.
No problem.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Okay, bye.
Okay.